welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to go visit a few small towns in Texas. First stop, Paige for breakfast. And one of my favourite American breakfasts is biscuits and gravy. And that might sound disgusting if you're not from the USA, because in New Zealand, biscuits are cookies. But here, biscuits are like a savoury scone smothered in a white peppery sauce.
Happy my tummy's full. It's a gorgeous breakfast.
So if you're ever in this area and you fancy a spot of breakfast, lunch or dinner, the Paige Farmhouse and Diner. It's on Old Potato Road. And now if that's not a reason to come, I don't know what is. Just stopped in the town of Paige, not a lot here, but it was very exciting. We just saw a family of armadillos. There's a rumour going round in that Texas town about that shack outside Grange. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't recognise the lyrics, it's from the ZZ Top song Grange, and that's where we are. And the ZZ Top song was about the best little whorehouse in Texas, which is also known as the Chicken Ranch, which is a shack just outside Grange. The movie was based on that too, with Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. We don't think we can go there. I think it closed down in the 70s. And there's a quilt museum here. This town has a real European feel about it, and there's a reason for that. In the mid-1800s, the Czechs and the Germans settled in the area, avoided famine in their own country. They were offered land here fairly cheaply, a lot cheaper than their own country, and they moved out for a better life. We were just in Luca's Cafe, and we were umming and ahhing whether to get anything. And this lady walks in and goes, "Oh, their pigs are the best, you've got to have their pigs." And we thought, pigs? That's weird. She goes, "Yeah, I'll buy you some, I'll buy you some." No. Yes, I'm buying you some. So she actually bought us some, she insisted. And got two little pigs. So we're going to try them out in a minute.
And she also informed us the best things to get at each of the bakeries around town, or just outside of town.
So generous, Texans are so generous. This is what they call a pig in a blanket. In England it's sausage wrapped in bacon, but this is kind of in a bread roll, being heated up. Yeah, so it's a sausage and a bit of crispy bread. It's nice. It is basically, it's a little bit like a sausage roll, but probably a little bit healthier because it's in bread rather than pastry. Very delicious. That's a quaint little town. Because of the Czech influence here, they have these things called koloches. I've never had a koloche. I barely even know what it is. But you eat them, and we're going to go and check them out now. But first we're going to take a drive up to Monument Hill and check out the Kreische Brewery and Monument Hill site. So we're just at Monument Hill at the Kreische. There's a brewery and lookout. It's a bit of a historic walk. It cost us $7, $4 for me and $3 for Mike because he's a senior.
I'm showing my age now.
He's maximising on his discounts. Monument Hill is a crypt and memorial to the men who died in the Dawson Massacre and in the Black Bean episode in the 1840s. The Dawson Massacre was a battle in which 36 Texian militiamen were killed by Mexican soldiers. The Black Bean episode was an execution of 17 Texan prisoners of war by Mexican forces. I was reading about the history here. It's absolutely hideous. There was the Black Bean death lottery. During the forced march, the captured Texans managed to escape into the mountains. There, many died without food or water or shelter. While 5 managed to return to the Republic, the remaining 176 men were recaptured After the prisoners returned, it was decided that every 10th man be executed. To determine this, each prisoner would draw a bean. If they drew a white bean, they lived. If they drew a black bean, they died. Oh, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. I can't believe they did that.
Then the condemned men were lined up against the wall, blindfolded and executed. It's known as the Black Bean episode. The event cost 17 men their lives.
Okay, so we're going to put that little bit of horrible history behind us and just have a look at these stunning views. So the Kreische family lived here, and they're the people that moved the bodies up to here. And this was their home. We're just going to have a look inside it now. This is the formal parlour where the Kreisches entertained people. But the family reserved the formal parlour for special occasions. It's a sewing room and cistern. So the roof channelled water for household use into the large cistern below. That water may have made the room cooler for during the hot summer months. The master bedroom is one of the original rooms of the house. This room includes furniture owned by the Kreisches. Popular in the late 19th century, mass-produced East-like style furniture could be ordered by catalogue and shipped on the railway, which reached the area in 1872. But like Amazon, really. They should rent this out as an Airbnb. How cool would this be? Nice view. In the early 1860s, the Kreisches expanded their house and moved the children to their own bedroom. As the boys grew older, they moved on to the third floor. By 1880, 23-year-old Anna Kreische shared the room with younger sisters Pauline, 14, and Julia, 10.
And there was 3 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. Sorry.
He's a funny man. And the boys lived upstairs. We're not allowed to go up there, but I think we can go downstairs. The family parlour, or sitting room, served as both dining room and family living area. The main meal was served midday. At night, they gathered to eat a light supper and socialise. So we're just going down to take a look at the old brewery overlook. Heinrich Kreische emigrated to Texas in 1846. His masonry skills established him as a builder in the community. In the 1860s, Kreische used his talent to construct a large stone brewery and thereby satisfy a local demand for beer. And by 1870, he identified himself as a brewer. So the Kreische family had 3 kids, 3 daughters, 3 sons, and none of them got married and have kids of their own. So there's no follow-on from that family. So we're just at Weikel's Cafe and we're going to try the famous Koloches. We'll show you what we are once we've decided what we're having. Pig in the blankets that we just had, the other place. I think these are the Koloches. So I got the apricot koloche and Mike got the lemon koloche.
It's very fresh, fluffy, soft cake with a lemon curd filling.
Mike sounds like he's on MasterChef.
Vanilla meringue with a lemon cream and a raspberry coulis.
Who's responsible for this?
Me.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Now I'm going to try my apricot one. So it's very soft, like a cake. I think I can liken it to the most. It's like a donut, but a soft, fluffy donut. Not quite as sweet, with a fruit filling. And there's other fillings up there too. You've got cream fillings. I think we might have to go try another couple of different ones. We're in Bastrop, Texas, which is about 40 minutes from Austin. It's actually where we're house sitting. Just gonna have a look around the town. Quirky little spot with little restaurants down here. It's quite cute. Old cars.
And the old building.
Yeah. going to take a walk down the main street of Bastrop. There's a museum here, signs you'd never see in New Zealand. Cool record store here. Ooh, a bookshop.
The library and the record store were originally a grocery shop. It was built by a Prussian immigrant in the late 1860s.
So what trip to Texas would be complete without a trip to the Texas Boot Company? Let's go and take a look inside. So Mike needs a hat, and he also reckons he needs some cowboy boots, but we'll see.
Back up to make my last stand. I'm gonna dust it off with my own hands. Black blizzard coming.
Wow, there's a lot of boots in here. Let's go and have a look at some hats for Mike.
I say, am I a good boy or a bad boy? That's white or black?
Cold, letting pushed out. Thought I heard it so. To up and leave this town. Head out west, they say. Maybe California. Leave this dead land.
Oh, that's a bit big.
He looks like a cowboy.
Oklahoma. I think they said farewell to me. Sleep beneath the stars in California. Dreaming of that old used to be.
Besides being big, they're comfortable to walk in.
Mike's decided he's a bit scared of the boots now. He couldn't get it off. It was a bit scary. Oh God, we're going to pay for it to get it cut off.
So, you want to get some boots, Joe?
The only boots I'll be buying are motorcycle boots when I get my motorbike.
Won't you come back when you can?
So while we're at Texas, we're going to go have ourselves some southern barbecue. The bark of the brisket is a crisp, flavourful crust that forms on the outside of the meat during the smoking. The brisket was tender, smoky and moist. It was delicious.